Good.
So,
Yes.
sir, the file is now there as a zip file.
Thank you very much. Right. So we're going to look at the claim for VTI lecturers. And double click it. Now this is just a sample. I'm giving you an idea of how I want it. This is the old version. Of course, yours will be in BPMN, preferably Signavio. Very neat swim lanes, right? And I'm sure you guys fully grasp how to use swim lanes because I see you separate some of the lanes from the pool. The only reason you separate a pool, sorry, a lane from a pool is if it's an external entity, right? So for example, you'd have a lane for a client separate from a receptionist or an accountant or HR manager because those three will be in the same institution. You can have one pool for those three and have a separate external pool for the client because the client is an external entity, right? So you have external entities in a separate lane from the general pool of the organization. So the pool would have all the employees of the organization. Because the client is external, you'd have an external lane for that person. And then you have the connections coming in as needed. But that's an appropriate use of lanes and pools. And again, I gave you the some notes on that a few months ago, maybe in early February. You could just reference that. And guys, if you have that and people weren't in the class, you could share them, please. Like Alti have it, I think Larkland have it, and a few others who are, you know, there from the Skype days.
What, sir?
Yeah. So some guidelines, like some cheat sheets on how to use the BPMN models, and I'll give you some links and some guides, some like a manual on how to use the BPMN, so what they mean and how to use them.
Okay.
And there's a BPMN for Dummies book that I gave all of us. I think it's on the Moodle site as well. But this is the claim for the V. Yes, Vivian.
Sorry about that. Do you prefer? Is it that we need to do it in Signavio, or we can use Process Maker to do
You
it?
can use Process Maker, it's fine.
Okay,
But
great.
as I said before, Process Maker, Signavio is clearer. I can PDF it, you know. Oh, when you're submitting assignments, I prefer the PDFs. In addition to that, you can give me the raw .pm files and the .bpmn files, but I need a PDF. If I don't get that, it's going to be much harder to mark. I'll send the PDF of the maps.
What about screenshots, sir?
Yeah, that's all. That screenshots can work as well. Confusing process maker only. Yeah. And wait, save your yes. And I'll give you more guidelines on assignment submission in later time. But PDF's always good for everything, including the actual work instead of Word document. Um, and saving the assignment, save it with all the group member names and the assignment. So it's a big first names is good. So if it's Kamisha, Andre, and Vivian doing the assignments, it should be Kamisha, Andre, Vivian, assignment 3.pdf. Just saying. Right. So if we look at this sample here, when this is for the claim for the VT lecturers, it has how many swim lanes?
5.
One, two, three, five swim lanes. Each swim lane has a task, right? The program coordinator has a task and a decision.
Evening, sir.
Hi.
Just joining the session.
Okay. Who's this?
David from
Oh, David
Kingston. Yes, sir.
Brown.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You had another class
No, sir.
earlier.
I was on the road.
On the road. Oh, right. Yes, you just got home. Good.
Just leave, reach way, sir.
Oh,
Sir, so what have I missed so far?
let's see. It's after 8. Not
Oh, okay,
much.
sir.
You missed a lot. But it's recorded. Don't worry. So you can get the recording.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we're saying that we have 5 tasks here. We can look at each one. If you right click on the task, you'll see all the steps. Right. The steps include the forms, conditions, and triggers. Right now we only have a form. If you right click again, you also see the users and groups. Right. You have 3 users in this. Right. You have the employees and lecturer. You have nobody in the
Sir,
admin group. You need to add somebody here.
but
Yes.
we realize in this one, when you add in the users in the next version of
Hmm.
Process Maker that we're using, it only allows you to add one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that probably can be configured,
It only,
but that's probably for a safety reason.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a BPMN standard, but again, it can work. So so these are so after you have of course configured your users in the traditional way in the user section and giving them the requisite permissions and put them in the right departments. You can add them here. Now, if you look at the step, it is saying that the claim form here. Let's take a look at the claim form. All right, you can add the username, the faculty, if they're full-time or part-time. It's a checkbox. Okay, for example, right now I'm teaching both full-time and part-time. The email, I can pull this from the system. I think I showed you that a few weeks ago. And of course, the phone number. All this can be pulled from either OpenERP
Sir.
or this system here.
Sir.
Yes.
Part-time, full-time, doesn't it mean that the status of the lecturer are not necessarily the class that they teach?
Um, based on the form, there this is about the this is about the class when I ask them. Sometimes these things are put on the form from years ago, and people are not sure why, but it's on it still. So I think we should leave it. But again, you can interview the lecturers and find out, or in the program coordinator, find the relevance of this, if it has changed, or if he or she knows the real relevance. But the last time I spoke to them, they said,
It's for the status of the lecturer.
"Oh, that's Oliver."
It's for the status. I have some lecturers part time and some full time.
Okay, so it should be a
Should be a reader
then this
button
should be a reader button
necessary
then,
instead of a
right?
right.
The last time I spoke to them about this, they said it was for the students, but anyway, maybe the person who I spoke to didn't know fully. Right,
Because,
so you have the center here. Let's select the center. If it's Garden Town, or it should be Kingston or main campus. This should be main campus. Manivela Montego Bay. The date, total hours. There's so many things you probably don't need to write on this. You can add a new one. Okay, so there's some required fields here, like full name. Then click submit.
Mr. Kraken. Oh, no.
Yeah, yes, I'm hearing.
Mr. Kraken. Oh.
Okay, no,
When
you're
are we
going.
going to have that conversation, sir? And the boss is here.
Oh, so you can call me at 7 tomorrow, please. 7 tomorrow evening. 7 is okay for you? You have a class tomorrow?
Repeat.
Do you have a class tomorrow? Could you call me at 7 in the evening tomorrow?
You're breaking up, sir. I messaged you on WhatsApp.
Okay, so if not this evening, tomorrow evening at 7.
The boss is here, sir, so I'm going to leave.
Right, so tomorrow evening at 7 then.
Okay, sir, bye.
Okay, bye. Right, so you go to new case, claim form, start the case. Name, faculty, date, today was 3 hours, CBS, rate, $5. Montego Bay, last week Friday, 3 hours, web programming, $20. I submit this. Should now go to administrator. And I hope that's me. Yeah, this is me right here. So this is it again. No, it would be great if the system did calculate the hours by the rate and I'll get 75 here. And how much is that? 60? That was 55 and see what happens. Right, should we approve the timesheet? Yes or no? Comments? Error, there's a problem with the process. Process definition error. All conditions in parallel evaluation routing evaluated to false. So workflow has stopped. Now look at this. This is where the error occurred. There's no condition here. There's no parameter to the conditions. So it should be approval. Yes, no. Equal. Yes, it goes to head of school. If it's no, it goes back to the student. Let's see if this works. So save that. Go to admin, go to home, run this again. I'm saying yes. So it should go. Right. So it goes to the next user. All I did was just change the parameters. So the parameters, can be used to manipulate who the form goes to next based on the response in the dropdown. Everybody saw that? If you don't see that, we can't go any further in the class. If you see that, just tick yes. If you don't understand it, tick X.
See what?
Okay, you didn't see it.
Sir, we kind of see it, But would I like if we just go over that step here one more time.
Sure.
Oh, process.
So we
I
go to the
second that, David.
okay, Mario. So in this decision box, we have an evaluation routing here. We can create a routing rule. So it says next task and the condition. This approval is just a variable. Every time you create a widget on the form, it creates a corresponding variable. When you created the approval, the yes no approval box, let me show you in the Dynaform. What's the Dynaform here? Let's go to the Dynaform. Well, not this one for sure. Not the claim form.
Sir, question.
It's the claim for approval. Yes.
Is that the most recent version of Process Maker? Because it looks a little unfamiliar.
No, it's the older version. I told you it was the old version. I can't give you the full version.
You have to
Listen.
teach you for the
So
new
then, sir,
version, sir.
sir, wouldn't it be more appropriate to use the new version that all of us are using? Which, because sir, you
No.
doing it on this one, and then by the time we start the assignment, it's going to be a bit confusing because the new one is totally different from the one you're using right
No,
now.
no, no,
Yes.
no. I beg to disagree.
So,
In fact, it's the same. It's the same process maker. It's just different way how it looks.
so show us the field handlers in the other one and these things, cause we don't see that any at all.
If I did that, I'll be giving the entire
No,
assignment.
sir. I understand where you're coming from with this,
Mhm.
but even to complete the previous assignment, we had to be fishing for the information, like really fishing. Because we never had nothing like this. You remember you showed us to just click the edit right there and then we could go and
Mhm.
do something. There's nothing like that in the other version. Nothing. So it was,
Really?
yes, really.
No field handlers, sir.
Um. But still, let us be realistic. Okay. If I show it, if I show you the new version, I can't show it. I can't show the answer for the assignment. I'll
Sorry,
show you
it
something
would
else.
not be that form,
Unfair, that's
right?
unfair.
That thing, right?
Mm.
Even if it means to just create one little something, sir, and just
Okay.
show us, or even
Yes,
from the
sir.
previous assignment, we'd appreciate that.
Much
Okay. I'll do that.
appreciated.
I'll do that. But in the meantime, let me show you this approval.
Makes sense.
Now you see, you
Unfair
guys
sense.
want everything spoon fed.
That's how it's
But this,
supposed to be done.
I don't think so.
Of course.
So let's just look at this checkbox, this text box. They used says claim form one. That's what it. Alright, so these yes no box it is. When you make a if you go to the field handlers, you make a yes no box, the drop downs, they all have a name. For example, this one is called approved. So if you go to the actual design of the form, go to the designer, uh, to designer. Here, lecture supervisor edit. This timesheet approved. Go to field handlers, timesheet approved. Here it is.
Oh yeah, how is Mr. Monday? Come out. He come out.
Hello?
Oh no.
Yes. So look at the routing rule here. And it's approval. If it's equal to 1, that means yes. And if it's yes, that means that you go here. If it's no, you go to submit claim, which is the first task.
No, I'm not understand that.
Then you go to head of school for approval. Steps, which steps are in this now? Another form called head of department. And they also have a timesheet approved, yes or no.
Sir, can you
Option here.
insist that the other participants should mute while they are not actively talking or
He's
participating?
alti.
Especially Alti.
Yeah, so I mute Alti and he logged out and logged in back and created another account and unmuted himself.
I'm bad.
This guy hard to right. So that's how it would happen. So that's how we get the routing rule. Everybody understand that? David, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. While we're at it, let's look at a BPMN one, a test map. Let me see what you are speaking of. If you say you can't. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. Dynaforms. Creating a Dynaform test. Tests route. Save and open. Text area here. Settings. Variable name. So in this example, variable name, like we saw the approval before, it will be here. Text var 001. We can say first name. No name must be a string. That's one word. So this will be the
Sorry, I
field
never
handler that you
saved
speak
it.
of.
The variable.
Yeah, I didn't save it. That's why I recognize that. Yeah, because I didn't come up. So I can give it a name as a type, as a variable.
Sir,
You can, yes,
are you
this is the
saying that
variable
the
name. So I
properties
can use
field
this.
would be the field handler?
Yeah. Yes, and this will be the variable name. Now, what's interesting about this is, if you do, this is what it creates for you automatically. Yes? If you don't want to use this, you can create another variable, or you can select an existing variable. So there's no existing node, so let's just save this. and go back to web controls. So if you have I don't know, let's look for something else here. Title. Let's look for a drop down or drop down. This variable is drop down. If I click select variable, I'll see this one. So I can do two things. I can say whatever value is in the text box, put it here. But I don't want to do that. I want to create my own, which would be this. So let's take a look at this. Save that.
What time you finish up, sir?
In a minute, in 5 minutes. Now to send the we're going to have a video and then we're done. So the default value here tests. We don't have any SQL. We're not be linking to Postgres now.
Or you can type it in the options part, sir.
Or you can type it in the options. So let's do that then.
Down the bottom. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right where the thing is here. So right now the only database connection I have is PM8.
No.
Who's that? Luke.
Yes, sir.
You're not mute.
Oh,
Gosh. So the key would be the value you want to push. So let us say I want to push 10. If somebody selects the word 10. If I put 9. Now look at this cool trick. If I go back to this and double click it, or the value over here, I can still say that I want the value to be the variable from the drop down. No, variable from the drop down, which is here.
Sir, it's like you have to create a new variable for every single one of them. You cannot use the same variable twice on a form, which is annoying.
No, but in the previous version you could, but hold on. Oh yes, this is how you have to do it. There's a field type. There's a field type called suggested value. Let's go back to it. Suggest. If you use the suggest, then you can do that. Apparently not.
Sir, you see why we should all get 100%?
No, hold on.
See what
You weren't
I approve that message. I approve that message, highly.
Approve what message?
That we should all get 100%.
Exactly.
That we should all what?
Get 100%.
By me.
30 message.
Free to get
anyhow, Miss what's your name,
Sir
right?
teaching a class. Sir teaching a class.
So
yeah, let's not use sir's mistakes to get 100%. Let's learn. Listen to this.
And the 100% still not at the 40 more know about.
Yeah. Because 40% the man put for my like no me get 40.
Because you say a 40 Joel get, so that means a 40 me get too.
So what was who is that speaking?
You like straight up on a 40 spree. Let's get body a 40 and go on.
No like 40, you know. 40 not even the speed limit.
Speed limit 100.
David?
Yeah man, speed limit 100 man.
Well, if you're on a highway, But you have to pay a toll if you go on the highway.
We have money, sir. We have toll money, yeah, man.
Sir, I have money in if you want the money, right? Man.
Yeah, man, I don't want to pay the toll.
Students bribe teachers. News at 11.
Sir, I don't recall hearing anyone bribing anyone.
But you know the money is for a good job,
The
so
toll. The
therefore
money is for the
We just stated that we have our sufficient currency.
so we give you money and you give us a service. That's not bribing.
Got it. I misunderstood.
What a way
that
to
was
put it.
I never hear nobody say them I get bribed.
You carry on a service for your students.
Oh, it's a service.
Sir, and you seeing that now? That's defamation of character, you know. You just told a lie on all of us, you know. So we're gonna need some sort of compensation, you know.
like
Pay bills, pointers.
Yeah, man, we will accept it, you know.
When out will want Tessie, man.
And yo, Miss Thomas, I need if you contact me.
Miss who?
Miss Thomas.
What's your last name? Is it your last name though?
Why, God?
You need to contact me in regards to something because I think we're gonna need help in our group.
I need to do what?
Contact you.
Best sports. Yes.
You need to have a next face-to-face class up by at the Kingston branch, you know, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me, can we do that next week Tuesday then? Is that good?
Yes, that's good. That's good.
Sir, that means so we don't have to hand in the assignment Tuesday.
No. You go to hand in the assignment next week Tuesday and I'll be there.
Oh, Lord.
So no.
So you drive a hard bargain.
Extension on the assignment.
No, I can't. As I said before, I literally cannot give an extension on this assignment. It's impossible.
It's possible.
Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible.
Okay. Not with Jesus.
Yeah, of course. What? Hold up.
I wish church you go.
Yeah, I could want to. Which one them?
No, we can't go to church.
Kamisha, what did I say? I said nothing is impossible with Jesus.
Right.
Nothing is possible.
So hold on.
No, you said nothing is possible.
Basically, I'm trying to say that it's possible that Jesus go and sit with that way, get an extension.
Inshallah, of course.
Amen.
I can't logic is that. Logic one deep.
The logic says deep.
Me?
Different level.
No chill.
Anyhow, Miss Thumbs, you drive?
Miss who?
Thumbs, anything. You drive?
Oh, God. when you know my name, you see? And then you can talk to me. When you tap Wally.
So.
To being dumb.
I know me dumb, but you don't have to say it.
Right, so we can experiment with these widgets. The idea is the feed handler thing is obsolete. We use here properties.
I hope this is what he wants. I'm gonna give him a call.
So you see why we should get more grades?
No, I was just playing around. This isn't the part of the class. I'm just showing you something that you need to do.
Sir, in my view, better just give away some PHP for writing or create your own software because this process make a thing in a lot of people.
Kamisha, what do you think? You think that this is harder than coding?
Yes, it's harder than coding at first, sir. If you have to write on code gear, it code gear quick.
Sir, they go hand in hand. Big time.
Yeah, because if you have to write on a program, it's about, if you have to write on program, you gotta Google it and get a look help, alright? But we can't
no
Google
help
this.
from Google.
No help from Google.
But coding is just like 1% of everything you need of this.
No, man, if you say build code or build application, simple one to or do a code gear.
If we're supposed to code this from scratch, it would be 100% easier.
You think so?
And would I actually get the 100%?
100%.
Are you be able to code the workflow as well?
Yeah, because
Wait, no, I want to change it dynamically. If I want to switch switch up one task around and push it around. You can code that as well.
The information that
Yes,
you
Yeah, we
MVC
can
model
just
view
not see.
controller.
Sir,
See.
a
Model
while
view
ago you
controller.
said everything is possible with Jesus, right? So him would have helped
Or we
it.
can even use Eclipse and use the drag and drop feature with Eclipse for Java and do that. Simple
Oh,
one too.
Exactly.
For the
Simple
workflow,
one
no.
too.
Okay, all right.
Sir, you see, as it pertains to the workflow, we could
Yes.
take a database approach
Yes.
in MVC. You see, once our database is solid,
Yeah.
everything
No,
will
I
start
agree.
naturally.
No, I agree. But you just run over something real quickly right there. Once the database is solid and the
so
logics
you
is
just
clear,
have in there
it
the
can be
so
done.
you
But
Mhm.
get it
line
solid
browse
is
and
not an
drop
easy
packages, and I have the
task.
regular.
That's why
Facts.
we'll get one on
All right,
Google, which
sir.
is solid,
No,
or
no,
The
no.
use
easy,
it.
It's not on
the
Google.
easiest thing to do, the
Yes.
easiest thing to do
Yes.
is don't make a database a mile long. Just make it as small as possible.
And then
Just
mobile,
make,
and
No,
just
then
but to
make your fields
accommodate
them.
complex
mobile
workflows like
postpaid
this,
and prepaid data
you
plan.
have to make it
And then
Sir,
you're saying
the
you want
program don't need to show
to
laser beams in it. It just need to
and
complete the
then you're
task.
saying that you want
Mm,
the
true
bundle
that.
no,
level.
completing task is one thing, but you'll have a static task. What Process Maker allows us to do is create dynamic tasks.
Sir, if
Understand
somebody
what I'm
come,
saying,
if somebody wait,
Kamisha?
if a
Huh?
client comes to you,
You understand what I'm saying? Yes,
Yes, sir.
can come to you.
Sir, I listening back and forth with Damien and yourself,
But
I'm
and
not
as
sure
Yeah,
you
which
say,
one
but
I
I
agree
know
with. It's
Sir
like one
Sir
day,
himself
yeah.
could code this in a day. You see that thing was Sir could code in a day,
No, but I'm
even
saying,
half a day.
the flexibility of the workflow is the hard.
Yeah.
The form I can understand, but when you code static for
no
a
one
general workflow. Submit
Oh.
the form to somewhere else, and like maybe 2 or 3 levels. But if that was to change, that adjustment is that
Mm.
new paradigm. So when business processes change over time, it's
no
hard
other
to
than
redesign the workflow.
Okay.
Understand?
all right,
So that
sir.
is the main thing.
Hello,
Yes.
Crystal.
Looking on softwares like Odoo, I have found that the module-based approach to the
Yeah.
whole software management system, it
Yeah.
doesn't
I'm not
work
saying
that
you
well
want to
in
have
some
it, but I
businesses.
have and then you can look and tell me.
Say for instance, I'm doing like a office management system,
Right.
and I need it to be very specific. Like, say for example, I'm
And then
working
no
with
visa
National
and
Solid
like
Waste Agency,
Yes.
and I need to keep track of trucks and workers and all that. I
Right.
can't do that with
then when you
Odoo
Of
say
because
course.
it doesn't go down. Really? I
There's
don't
a
see
fleet
that.
management module.
Go
Fleet management module.
home.
Yeah,
Good
man.
night.
Not good night. Go
Do you
home.
have
Sungo, Sungo.
David? David?
Alti, please, ma, beg you.
See if
We
you play
just
around my
mute
yard
your
now.
mic.
So,
David?
sir,
Damien?
yes,
Right.
Yes,
So I'm
sir.
saying, do you have it? Have you downloaded it or you have it online?
I have it online.
No, man, you have to download it because when you have it online, I think you're limited to maybe 1 or 2 apps. When you download it, you can do a lot more with it. So I advise to download it and download all the modules. Well, not even all. You can download the fleet management module and you can see that takes care of everything you want for solid waste, garbage trucks, everything. You can
So
even
how
you
useful
can
is
track
it?
the miles, the drive. You can track the services. You can
When
track.
where does the usefulness of Odoo stop?
When it stop, I'll tell you. I still haven't seen it. And it gets so it has gotten even more flexible and pervasive over the past few versions. So
Okay.
yeah,
Like opposite to the
it's a
program,
software that
sorry.
I really respect, and I've seen many software in my life.
All
So
right,
Sir.
sir. Trying to sell it to me is doing it no good because I'm the type of person that likes custom software. I need to know what's going on in the background.
no,
Because
it's
I'm
open
looking at
source. It's
Odoo and
open
I don't
source.
know
You can't.
anything what's going on here.
No, you don't load it. It's open source, as I said before. You
In
can change the
PHP,
code. No, it's Python.
Python.
Python and Postgres. Python is the best software
Python.
programming language in the world right now.
I haven't used Python. I never coded in Python before.
Yes,
I have
it's
Python to
easiest.
learn.
It's the easiest to learn.
Sir.
Really?
As far as I'm concerned, what is a
Sir,
Python?
is it?
It's a programming language, but I never used it before.
Never used it
coded
before.
Sir, is it that a
Oh,
lot
the
of
time was a
businesses in
Python.
Jamaica are using this now?
Yeah, man, quite a few companies.
Okay.
What you sell them to, sir?
Not me alone. I think I was one of the first people to introduce it to Jamaica, but I have a lot of companies using it now. A lot of
Okay.
offices, a lot of factories, a lot of
Mm.
stores. Yeah, man, there's a high demand for Odoo open sourcing.
Sounds
I
interesting.
think a whole hospital using it.
The only
Wow.
module that I like out of this thing is the inventory.
Yeah, okay.
Everything is just fall on deaf ears.
Well, Odoo version 7 has over 2,000 modules in it. You get anything with it.
My problem is just a tailor-made aspect.
But it's open source, so you can change anything you want. So think about that as well.
Not a Python lover. C# and Java.
You don't want to get bitten?
Oh, you love Java? Java 9, man.
Yeah, man, I love Java, man.
C# not so bad. C not so
I
bad.
love C#. I love C#.
C not so bad. What Java, man?
If I did
nine.
PHP, it would have been not so bad, but
I mean, I love PHP for it.
Good luck with that.
Java or JavaScript. I'm not really venture upon nothing else.
when I tackle Python, I don't know.
But I did games in C++, and it's good. Nice to code games in.
Even games, straight C# and JavaScript.
Oh, C++ serious. Using one gaming tool named Dart GDK. I'm not familiar about it.
Never heard of that one before.
Yeah. Built a Mario game of it.
Unity and Unreal Engine.
Hmm?
Use Unity and Unreal Engine.
Oh. Sir. Oh. So,
Right.
Kenisha.
My name is Kamisha.
Kemisha, check the chat. I sent something to you.
You sent me a chat?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Sir, talk now?
Right.
I'm
So
gonna be
let me
admin.
just show you. Let me show you this. Let me show you this.
So
On the
weeks.
place in a new environment, I expect us to be proficient.
What?
Sir, sir,
Yes.
when I did the assignment, the leave management process, right?
Yes.
I tried to run it, but when I went to the new task, and I tried to select the leave management task in the process,
Mm-hmm.
not seeing the option where to select it. It's saying you can't start a case because you don't have a starting task assigned.
All right. Let me tell you
So
what it did. Let me tell you what the problem is. You have to add yourself as
A
a user to the first
user.
task. You got that?
so you mean as in the admin that I'm logging in as a
Right.
user?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sir.
Or whoever's going to log in first, you have to make them a user in the first task.
Yeah, I had that problem too, sir. And that's exactly what
What you did.
the answer is.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Sir.
See, that's why